New York is full of museums, but there's one that feels like the heart of all of them. The Museum of Modern Art. This is where the world keeps its wildest dreams and strangest visions on display. Let's head inside. If you're looking for the soul of modern art, you start at the top. This floor houses all the greatest hits. The kinds you've seen in textbooks, coffee mugs, and even tattoos. But here, they're real. Here it is, The Starry Night. Van Gogh painted it in an asylum. Chasing light in the dark, people come here from all over the world to stand in front of this, and you feel it. The madness, the hope, the beauty, all swirling together. This one? Picasso broke the rules so hard he rewrote them. When it was first shown, people thought that it was ugly and offensive, but today it's considered the painting that cracked the art world wide open. Monet, painting the same pond over and over and over. It's like he was chasing something. I think if you stand here long enough, you start to feel time slow down. And here we have Salvador Dali's Persistence of Memory. It shows melting clocks on a tiny canvas with an idea bigger than time itself. Surrealism at its sharpest. So after the top floor of the MoMA, admittedly I was already starting to feel a little overwhelmed. There's a lot of emotion and feeling that goes into these artist pieces, on top of the fact that, on this evening at the MoMA, it being free and all, there were just so many people there. And so I wanted to slow down a little bit. Admittedly, I sped up a little bit as I was going through the rest of the floors. The fourth floor houses a lot of mid-century and pop pieces. On the third floor, there's design and photography. There's some contemporary stuff on the second floor. And as you see, the sculpture garden as well, which I visited before it got too dark. Overall, it was an amazing time, and I absolutely suggest going to the MoMA if you can. And if you look out for the free nights sponsored by Uniqlo, I would take advantage of it, because it's a great way to see some amazing pieces that are well known historically. What other opportunity do we have to really visit places like this and do it on the cheap? So it looks like there's a set here at the MoMA, but I'm wrapping up. Admittedly, my attention span can't take too much of this, so I did it like 2.5 floors, but I'm heading out, so I'm gonna get some food, and then I might go shopping a little bit before I head home. Okay. Now, this looks interesting. It's like this moving wall behind me. I'm probably most interested by this piece than anything else. I don't even know if you can hear me, but this stuff looks pretty cool, and it changes. This is seriously so cool. It's so dramatic. I love it. That's the Museum of Modern Art. I appreciate you for walking it with me and journeying with me. I'm curious to know which piece spoke to you the most, or which is your piece that you liked the most. Let me know down in the comments. I know that I don't necessarily understand everything about art, let alone modern art, but I think we can all agree that all of the pieces are beautiful and tell a story.
Hey sunshine, my name is Sunny and I live here in New York City. I've lived here for about 3 years now. I moved in 2022 for work. I am really grateful to say that I actually love what I do. I won't quite share what that is right now, but if you guess what I do, I will definitely give you some sort of reward, but you'll have to comment to see if you can guess. I've been here for 3 years now. I love a lot of things about this city, but it is definitely one of those things where New York City is not quite for everyone. Mostly in the sense that I think that you either love it or you hate it. For me, in the very beginning, it was not an easy transition. As a person that loves everything from gaming to different types of foods and different types of cultures, New York City offers a lot of that, especially the food and the culture aspect. But because this city does move so fast, it can be challenging when you have various challenges in your life. And especially for me, when I first moved here, I had a lot of health issues. I had some chronic mobility issues, which I won't get too deep into, but it really impeded my ability to fully enjoy the city. For those of you who are tourists or who have visited New York, it's a lot of walking, right? And so if you live here, you can only imagine how much walking you end up doing as well. I wanted to start this channel because I've always liked this aspect of storytelling, particularly over video. For me, even when I was younger, I used to love making videos. My family didn't have a lot of money growing up, but we were able to afford one of those like big chunky video recorders, VHS for you youngins out there. This was when like the Blair Witch first came out. And so me and my cousins, when the power would go out, so I remember one time when I forget which hurricane was or tropical depression, but it knocked out the power. Me and my cousins decided to take that chunky camcorder and basically do our own version of the Blair Witch. It was not great, but I've always loved this idea of storytelling, especially via video. And so I've always wanted to explore perhaps documenting my life. And I've said it in another video. I heard from another content creator that, we should be proud of our lives, right? We have lives that are meaningful and are rich, and in short, our lives are worth documenting. And I think that really hits home for me because I think for so much of my adult life, that didn't necessarily feel like the case. By the way, I'm pushing 40. I'll turn 39 next month. And so I'll be a year out from turning 40. And while I've lived a lot of life has been really challenging. But, this whole process, I'm not aiming for perfection. I just want to have, real connections, real conversations. I'm going to drink. Look at this.
Wow.
I got this Barbie Stanley because I'm a basic.
Damn.
And it was really colorful and I like the 80s vibes. This whole journey of wanting to do this and moving forward is just about creating a space where I can maybe share my experiences now and moving forward. Now that I've done and spent lots of money on physical therapy and on medications and medicine, etc., that are allowing me to be more of my authentic self and engage and move in my body in this city in a way that I want to, and I don't feel so limited. It was hard on my mental health. And so I want to be able to share what that journey's been like, that journey of being someone who has had chronic illness, someone with chronic mobility issues, to now not necessarily having to do that. There's still some days when it's a little bit achy to walk. I had bilateral Achilles tendinopathy, plus some joint issues and arthritis, and I had an MRI last week, but that's a story for another day. Aging, it's part of life, right, is hopefully aging gracefully. So yeah, a large part of this is wanting to just document it all and move forward in a way that maybe resonates with other folks who have had chronic health issues, chronic mobility issues, and have felt limited by that, right? It is so hard to feel like you're a prisoner in your own body, and to move towards liberation in your body, in your own body, is just so freeing and really empowering. So I hope to share some of that because I'm genuinely excited to show that.
This week was pretty busy. I had a lot of stuff to focus on and work, and I have a lot of major life changes happening that I can't quite speak on right now. But I did get some chances to try out some really fantastic boba tea. This is actually the first time I went to HEYTEA, which this location was in Times Square. But on this day, HEYTEA was having a special where if you bought one of these blue mango sago drinks. It was basically buy one, get one. And so I took advantage of it, and it was actually really good. I'm not a huge fan of boba in general, mostly because I am trying to watch like my calorie intake. But I asked for like low sugar, and it was just really fantastic. Really busy location, as you can see. A lot of people in line. I waited about maybe 10 to 15 minutes, but the drink itself was exceptional. Really light, and it was just light and refreshing. It was perfect for a day like today. I also had a chance to try this place called, and I'm going to butcher this, so apologies to my friends that speak Cantonese, or is it Mandarin, but Fu Xiao Wei Zhong Wei Xia Zhang Feng Wei. I'll put the address in the description below if you're curious, but these dumplings were fantastic. I brought these dumplings to the park, and it was, oh my gosh, probably some of my favorite dumplings. These were great. I want to say that they were definitely under $10, probably even only like $5. I also went to King's Corner, and I got their roast pork and their soy marinated chicken, I believe. And this was amazing. The ginger scallion dressing alone, I would buy, and I would bathe in this stuff. Hey there. So I am currently heading to a friend's party. I don't think I'm going to stay too long just because I have work in the morning. It's Saturday, so I figure I'll try to be a little bit more social than I normally am, because I usually just stay home and play video games or read and get ready for work on Sunday. So I'm actually going to go and, be social. So maybe I'll get some footage or not, but if not, it's actually really nice outside too. It's wild. It's not super hot. So I just want to talk about how beautiful the weather is right now. It's like the last week of August, and the weather is gorgeous. Yeah, it's really nice. I'm wearing, and I think it's going to get even chillier because yesterday I felt like I wanted a jacket. I'm really excited. I love when the weather starts getting cooler because I run warm. And so when the weather gets cooler, I feel so much more human. There's a cat. I don't know why I'm whispering. There's a cat up there, and I want to see if I can get it. Oh, it's still there. I'm going to turn around. Hold on. Oh, the cat went over there. We'll see it. I don't know. I think it's a stray. He went into this pile of garbage. Or maybe it pulled a Professor McGonagall. So my exposure or whatever is probably going to be bananas, but this is the rooftop. I'm going to try to get more. This is at my friend's little gathering thing. I'm going to try to keep the sun behind me. I don't know if you can even hear me because of this radiator thing, but yeah, it's a cool view. Kind of a fan. This is part of the party that's starting. But yeah, we're doing some grills. I brought some chips. I would not pass. What is it? That court. Oh, can't tell. Anyways, I'm going to go immerse and be social.